So hello guys, I am here with a full tutorial of Capcut for beginners. So it is a video editing app. If your PC cannot handle Adobe Premiere Pro, then you came at right place. Capcut has many of its features and can be run in any processor. So we will discuss one about all the panel, and we'll also do practical by editing several clips. So let's open the Capcut. So this is a welcome screen where you can see saved projects and can open directly from here. Let's create a new project. Okay, so here is the first interface of any project. So firstly, you can see this 4 panels. This is the panel where we can browse media and can access media from anywhere in the PC. We will use this panel to open photos and videos from the PC into project. This panel contains all the libraries, effects, and transitions. This panel is the main panel where you can see the output of your final edited project. This panel now has the project details. But once we add clips in the project, then all its details and adjustment can be accessed from here, and this panel is called the timeline. It is the panel where we will going to do most of our work. Getting familiar with your timeline is the main motto for learning video editing. And yes, you can resize any panel according to desired layout. Just like this, click on Import to import media. Let's select 2 to 3 clips. Click OK. You will see all media is imported. Now, before adding your video to your timeline, you need to know about aspect ratio of a video. So you might have seen video in this ratio, which is also called landscape mode. Its ratio is 16.9, means its length and breadth are in ratio of 16 and 9. And might this also, it is called portrait video, which is in ratio of 9:16. So for professional video or for YouTube video, it is in 16.9 aspect ratio. So we need to set the aspect ratio of project video. For that, you see this icon named ratio, but it is disabled. So for that, just select first clip and drag and drop it in timeline. So our clip is added in the project. Now the button is clickable. Click on it. Select aspect ratio based on your need. For now, I am selecting 16.9. Button left to ratio button is zoom button. You can zoomed in and zoomed out on the output screen to get a detailed view. Button to right of ratio button is used to see your project in full screen, so that you can see how it is viewed by users. Now let's move to timeline.
Timeline is the component where you can see what content will be displayed at what time final project video. So now I have added 2 clips one over other. So this white cursor is used to move across timeline. It shows current position in the output screen. So now I have not selected any clip yet. Now see the available options in the timeline. Here is delete right option. Anything to right of white cursor is deleted. Like this. Its shortcut is W. Here is delete left option. Anything to left of white cursor is deleted. Like this. Its shortcut is Q. Here is the slipped option. The bottommost clip will be slipped by this option. Like this. Remember the bottommost clip only. Its shortcut key is Ctrl B. Next to button is undo and redo option to undo and redo your operation. Next is the cursor drop down. Here first you can see the selection cursor by default. It is one used to move clip, and many other operation and adjustments will be done with this arrow. Its shortcut key is A. Next is slipped tool. It's just work like slipped option. It changed the cursor, and where you click with this cursor, that part will be split. Just like this. Its shortcut key is B. Next is select leftward and rightward. They are used to select every component of the left and right respectively in the timeline from the clicked point. Like this. Now, you can see this horizontal partition in the timeline. These are called layers, where we can add clips, audio, transition, effects, text, and many more. Every layer has this options individually. First is lock track, it means when it is on. No operation can be done in this track. Literally you can see, I am not able to do anything. Next is hide track, when it is on, every content is hide of respective layer from final project video. It is used when one want to see how the video will look like without the content of a particular layer. Next is mute track. It is used to mute the audio of that layer. Okay, now let's select any clip, and see which new options are available. So first is crop tool. Here you can crop the video according your need. And here is dedicated aspect ratio is which you can crop in just one click. Here you can also rotate the clip. Let me just click reset. Next is rotate. You can just rotate the clip 90 degree. Next is mirror. You mirror the clip by this. Just like this. Next is reverse. Clip can be reverse using this. Means the starting part will be ending part. Next is freeze. Here you can get the video of a selected keyframe. Like this. Even you can change the time of that video. Next is delete. You can delete the whole clip. Now let's see how you can trip the clip. Oh, by the way, you can zoom in and zoom out the timeline by holding Ctrl and mouse roller. And can move horizontally in the timeline by holding Alt and mouse roller. So if you want to trim the clip from the start, then move your PC cursor to the starting part of the clip you want to trim. You can see the arrow changed. Now just hold and drag to trim. Just like this. Once you trim the video, it does not mean the clip has deleted. You can get that part by moving arrow in opposite direction. Like this. Similarly you can do with end part. Now when selected any clip you can see, its properties is shown in this panel. First in basic tab, you can see scale, means you can zoom in or zoom out the current clip. Like this. Okay, you can change parameter by this up and down arrow. Or by manually typing it like this. Next is the position of clip in final project based on X and Y axis. By changing this you can see the change in position of video. Like this. You can rotate the clip from here. Like this. Here is the alignment of the video based on your selected aspect ratio. Next is you can change the opacity of the clip like this. If you have a shaking video then it can be stabilized from here. Basically it uses AI and video crop technology to stabilize video. Yes, here you can change the blend mode. It usually used to add overlays or black screen animation. Now other and not much useful in my point of view. Yes, using this canvas. Let's suppose you have portrait video then other part of the video looks black, then clicking canvas you can add background. Here in blur section you have 4 levels of blurriness. Next is in solid you have varieties of solid background. Next in cutout, if you want to cut out the person from the video then it can be used. Just click on it. Boom! Your person is separated from the background. We will see this chroma key feature later. You can add different stylist border to cutout from here. This masking topic is large so we will see in some time. Next is enhance. If you have person with face in the clip then it can be edited like changing skin tone or skin color from here. Scrolling down here is a body. From here you can change this parameters. Let me show you. You change width of body like this. Or waist just like this and many more. Next is speed. You can change the speed by how much times you want the final clip with respected the original. Or you can set the final duration and it will set the multiplied factor by its own. You can that when you start the video just flashes the screen and looks ugly. So next is animation and you can it here. Here is the starting animation, ending animation and combo of both. Combo is generally used for short clips. Let me add an animation to this clip. So it look like this. Similar, you can browse from number of animation. Next is tracking. Track is basic to follow something, for example an object following some other object. Let's make an example. Here a girl is moving and I want this video to move just like her body, so just select the video. Go to tracking. Select motion track. Here select which object should be tracked, and select the direction, means you want to track it in the whole project, or just before or after the current position of cursor. And click start. It will take some time to track. And boom! Our video is ready. Let's see adjustments, or can say color correction. Here in Basic you can see LUT, in which there is toggle to make skin look more natural. Next you can set temperature, hue, saturation, brightness, contrast, highlights, shadows, white, blacks, illumination, sharpness, clarity, particles, fadeness, and lastly vignette. Next in HSL, you can change the value of any particular color in video. Just like this. Next in curves, you can change brightness curves and RGB curves. Okay, now let's see how you can create basic animation in Capcut. Now to make basic animation you need to about keyframes. So keyframes is just the points where the animation will start and stop. We will make this girl to move across the screen from left to right. Okay, for that we need to give to initial and final position of a girl, and the algorithm in the app will move the girl automatically. So to give starting and final position we will use keyframe. First, at starting point, set the girl out of the frame. Like this. Now click this keyframe icon just beside the position. You can see the keyframe is added in the clip. Now take white cursor to the end point. Set the girl out of the frame. Now again add the keyframe just like before. And boom! You can see our animation is done. Similarly, you can use your creativity by making creative animations. There is infinite scope in animation. And yes, you can animate more than one parameter at a time by just adding keyframe. Let's see the masking concept. Let's suppose I have added two clips one above other. But I want only this part of the above clip over the first clip. So there is concept of masking came into the picture. Select clip 2. Go to mask. And let's say I want half frame of this video, then select horizontal. And using this rotate tool, rotate the partition line to vertical and boom, your video is masked. Similarly, you can use other shapes available here. You can change the hardness of partition line from here called feather. In limitation of Capcut, it offers certain shapes, but in Adobe Premiere Pro you can make your custom shape in masking. So it just increase your scope PF creativity. Let's make a simple animation using keyframe and masking. Our motto will be to make transition during changing from clip 1 to clip 2. Transition will be the clip 2 will slide over clip 1, and at last clip 1 will be behind the clip 2. Okay, so put 2 clip in this position. Now select clip 2, and go to masking. Select horizontal. Set the partition to extreme right. Now just add keyframe like this. Now move little. And take partition like to extreme left. And add a keyframe. It's done, our transition is complete. Just take a look. Let us now understand about chroma key. Okay, I have added a clip with green screen. Now I want to add this subscribe button in my video, and want to remove background. So just select click, and go to chroma key. Select this eyedrop tool and click this green part. And boom, your green color is removed. Now let's see how to can add your text in project. Look at this text option. Click plus icon. And your text is added as new layer. You can set the time till which you have to show the text in the video. Like this. You can change the text from here. You change the text font from here. Font size from here. Style. Case. Color. Alignment. Text style. Then opacity. Then you can add stroke like this. Can set background from here. And can also change their settings. Can add glow like this. Add shadow in background. Next, in bubbles section, you get tons of templates in which you can get your text and add to your project. Next, in effects, you get different effects to apply to make your text attractive. Now let's get to this panel. First, in media section, click on library. You get tons of preloaded clips which you can use in your project. Like this green screen subscribe button and like button. This motion background. This all green screen videos. This solid backgrounds. And many more. Now next, in audio section. Here is all songs you can download and add to your project. Next, in sound effects. You can get sounds like beep, mouse click, swash, and many more. Other are not much important. Next, in stickers. You get tons of variety of stickers like stars, animated emojis, arrows, hand signs, people signs, and many more. In short, here you get all collection where you can edit reels or YouTube video like a pro. Next, let's see effects tab. Here is the number of effects to add in your video. Let us add this. You can change its time length. Here is the final output. Next is transitions. You can add transitions between two clips. Let's add this transitions. Just drag and drop between clips. Here is the output. Next is filters. Here you can add filters and set its time length. Like this. Next is adjustment. You can add adjustment to a particular part of the video. Just add it and set the adjustment. Now let's see about saving the project, or you can say export. Click export here. Here set the project name. Set its saving location. Set resolution. Bit rate. And frame rate here and click export. And boom, your exporting has started. Okay, so now we have covered almost every part of Capcut. Now hope you start your editing journey. And if you want any doubt or want any detailed explanation on any part, then just comment.